Is the book good? No. Did I like it? Yes. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maddie, and in today's reading vlog, I am going to be showing you how much I read in a week. I love a simple reading vlog, and I love seeing how much other readers read in a week and what they read. I'm starting this vlog on Tuesday and will update you with my page count every single day until Monday, and then I will give you my final page count for the week. Not that it's anybody's business, but I do have a job. However, I work remote. I'm technically a contractor though, so some days I have a ton of work, other days not so much. So if it seems like I do have more time to read during the day than someone who goes into an office from 8 to 5, you're probably right. I do have more time because I'm at home, and when I have downtime during the workday, I can pick up my Kindle and read. I also just prioritize reading because it makes me happy. This is obviously not my full-time job because I hardly have any subscribers. Subscribe down below. Okay, disclaimer done. My current page count for Tuesday is 0. I think I'll definitely pick up a new book tonight and read a few chapters. I just have to decide what I want to read. Sometimes I get so overwhelmed with all of the books I want to read that I end up reading nothing. I'll see you guys later tonight. It's 8:45 and I'm updating you guys with my final page count for today because it's time to call it a night. I ended up reading 42 pages today, Tuesday, and the book I ended up starting is Behind Closed Doors by Shane Rose. I saw Heather McLary say one thing about this book and I immediately downloaded it since it's on Kindle Unlimited. It's a dark romance, seems like it could be pretty entertaining. Is it probably going to be cringy? Yes, but I don't really care. This is what I was in the mood for, and let me read you the summary. It is giving Mafia Wattpad fan fiction from 2015, but there's nothing wrong with that. He's the forbidden enigma I wanted to ignore, but instead, I'll be forced to share a home with him. Jameson Knight arrives at precisely the same time every day to pick up his young daughter from school, smiling as she runs into his open arms. It's the only time I see him smile. I don't ask questions because it's not my place. I'm just his daughter's favorite teacher, nothing more. Until the first bullet flies by us at recess. Suddenly, I'm risking my life to protect her, and then Jameson drags me back to his estate, claiming it's a matter of life or death. Now I'm in the most beautiful home I've ever seen, faced with an offer from a man who's just as gorgeous. Be the temporary live-in nanny until he can ensure my safety and find a more permanent solution. It'll be easy, he promises. Yet the arrangement is anything but simple. Not when Jameson's hungry stare is all-consuming and his touch pulse racing. And definitely not when I find that nothing in this neighborhood is as it seems, including him. He may be powerful, possessive, and protective, but he's also dangerous, demanding, calculating. As more of his secrets come out, I should run. But how do I escape if he's already captured my heart? That is giving Cringe City. I'm already at the point where she is basically being held as prisoner in his house, but it's to keep her safe. And I already can't wait for them to butt heads and then fall in love. 42 pages. That's all I read today. And I gotta be honest, off campus, the TV adaptation is coming out tomorrow at 8 a.m. my time. And I will be watching all 8 episodes tomorrow. So I don't know how much reading I will get done, but I will try to pick up my Kindle and read a chapter or two of Behind Closed Doors. Until then, good night. As I told you guys on the screen, I read 0 pages yesterday because I was too busy binging the off-campus TV show, and I did finish all 8 episodes yesterday. But we don't judge here, and I loved it. I thought it was so good. I didn't think it was cringy at all. 10 out of 10. I'm now checking in with you on Thursday evening, and I did read quite a bit today. This morning when I woke up, I read 46 pages of Behind Closed Doors, the dark romance that I told you guys about that I saw Heather McLary recommend. And then I decided I didn't want to read that book anymore. It's not the book's fault. I just had another book in mind that I wanted to read, which I will tell you about. So I'm hopeful that I'll go back to this once I finish reading the other book, but also I'm not feeling that invested yet. I think I'm only 23% into that book though, so we could be on the brink of greatness. I don't know. Part of me thinks I'll never pick it up again. We'll see. And then I decided I wanted to read Dean and Allie's story. They are another couple in off campus, and I did not realize this was going to happen, but the TV show showed a lot of their relationship and left me wanting more. So that's why I downloaded their book. It's technically the 3rd book in the series, but I already read the 2nd book, The Mistake, which is about John, Logan, and Grace. I didn't really care for that one though, so I don't feel like rereading that one. And I honestly didn't think I read The Score. But then I downloaded it and I was scrolling through it and I had highlighted parts of this book, which means I did read this. Because even when you borrow books from the library, if you ever get them back on your Kindle through Libby or even through the Kindle store, your old highlights will show up. And then I went to Goodreads to confirm that I read it, and I did read this 2 years ago. I think when we moved here, I probably filmed it in a reading vlog, and I don't even remember which one, but it is slowly coming back to me. I never rated it, so basically I have no idea what my thoughts were on this book since my memory sucks. So this could be fun to see what I think of it now. I was just really obsessed with Dean and Allie in the show, and I want to know how their story ends since I can't remember. I have to say though, every time I read a chapter, it's slowly coming back to me. So this afternoon, I actually read 43 pages of The Score. It's so easy to fly through, and I'm hoping I can get 25% through with it tonight. I don't think we're really doing anything other than going for a walk and cooking dinner, so there is definitely more reading time in my future, unless I decide to rewatch the series already, because I loved it that much. Bye!
Take one.
You can't hear unless you're talking into the mic.
Take one.
Sam's holding the camera for me. Just wanted to update y'all. I read 120 pages of The Score, and then I also read 46 pages of that other book that I DNF'd and haven't thought about since then. So that brings my total to 166 pages for Thursday. Sorry about this yellow lighting and my greasy hair. I will update you guys tomorrow, but I'm having fun reading The Score because I'm obsessed with off campus. Bye. Okay, let's pretend it's still Friday night while I update you on my total pages read. I ended up locking in and finishing The Score by Elle Kennedy, Allie and Dean's story. So that means I read 228 pages of that. It is a really easy read and it's fun to just binge it and fly through it. I thought I would like Dean and Allie more than Garrett and Hannah after rereading this one, but nope. Garrett and Hannah, always my number one couple. I have to say though, the show really does a great job at showing Allie and Dean's relationship, and it makes me want to root for them and see more of them, which is why I even picked up this book in the first place, because I thought I hadn't read it, but I did. And it just wasn't as memorable for me as Garrett and Hannah's story, but I do love them. As a couple, they're definitely my second favorite couple because I don't care about John Logan. Sorry. And I have to say, this book is definitely spicier than the first one. I don't remember much about the second one, but whenever I see the cast of the show talk about this book, they mention a few times how it's a spicy book and a smut book. And I was like, it's not even that spicy. The first one isn't, to me. Maybe that says more about me. And then I've read the third one. Third one is definitely spicier, but I don't care. I don't know what I would rate this book. I don't feel like I can fairly rate any of these since they're probably not my taste in writing these days, but I'm, again, just reading these for nostalgia and because I love the show so much and I want more of these characters. I think I said I would rate The Deal 2.5 stars or 3 after I reread it last week. And so this one would probably be 2.5 stars. But they're just a fun time. And like I said in my other video, is the book good? No. Did I like it? Yes. So I finished that and I didn't stop there. Sam and I locked in and we just had a reading night. I even fell asleep reading my Kindle and so did he. After that, I picked up a thriller, It's Not Her by Mary Kubica. I read Local Woman Missing by this author a few years ago and I really enjoyed it. I remember not being able to put that thriller down and my hold was finally ready from the Libby app for this one. So I picked it up last night and I read 24 pages. And I stopped there because this thriller is scary. The first few chapters scared me. So I need to finish reading this before it gets dark tonight because I'm definitely a little creeped out and I don't remember feeling like that when I read her other book. So my total page count for Friday, I read 252 pages. Okay, pretend like I didn't film this in the same sitting. It is now Saturday, and when I woke up this morning, I read around 50 or so pages of It's Not Her. I'm enjoying it so far, and I do not know where this could possibly be going. I think I'm 30% through with the book, and I really want to finish it tonight because now I have a new book on my radar that I want to read that I bought today when I went out to meet my friend I met on BookTube. Savannah, internet friend turned real life bestie. She's in town for the Harry Styles concert, so we met up, got coffee, and of course went book shopping. And we both found an early copy of Phoebe Berman's Gonna Lose It by Brooke Averick. And we are both really big fans of Brooke, and this is such an anticipated read for us both. So hopefully I can get to this in this video. It's not supposed to come out until the 26th. It's currently the 16th. And I know you're not supposed to buy early release books when you see them out early because then it hurts an author's chance to be on a bestsellers list. But that doesn't apply here because I live in Amsterdam and any abroad sales don't count towards the US bestsellers list. So I feel like I'm allowed to do that. That could all be a lie. I Googled it, that's what it said, but maybe there's some type of bestsellers list here that I'm missing. So sorry, Brooke, if that's the case. But you can't just put this out and expect me not to buy it. If I see an early copy, I'm buying it. Sorry. And I honestly didn't think I would be able to find a physical copy of this, so I pre-ordered it on my Kindle, but then I was able to cancel my order. So yay, I'm really excited to have a physical copy of this, and I genuinely think this could be a 5-star read. It is a gloomy, chilly day, and I think I'm going to read the rest of the evening. So I'll come back to you guys with my final page count. See ya. I'm so bad at updating the camera, but I read 120 pages on Saturday, and turn your volume up for these next 2 clips so you can hear the rain ASMR. It's Sunday at 6 and I just finished It's Not Her, which was the thriller I briefly mentioned. Never told you a summary of or anything, just told you I was reading it, so go me. Booktuber of the year. It's your typical murder mystery. This family goes on a vacation to this lake and the whole area is kind of creepy. All of the cottages are run down, so it is the perfect setting. I will give the author that. I even remember telling the camera I was scared. In the first few chapters, we learn that 2 of the family members are dead. And nobody knows why, there are no suspects, and their daughter is missing. And the story unfolds from there. That's on the back of the book summary, so don't worry, I didn't spoil anything. They're basically just trying to figure out who did it and where is the missing girl. The story was set up nicely, and the author made everyone feel like a suspect, and that's why the book felt creepy. And I feel like I couldn't trust anyone. So it could have gone in a number of directions, but the direction that it went in, wasn't really happy with that. It seemed pretty far-fetched, and it definitely took me by surprise the last chapter. Most thrillers have a big plot twist and then surprise, another plot twist. And the second plot twist, it was just not set up. That person I did not think was a suspect the entire time. But maybe that's on me. That could be on me, dog. It just felt like such a surprise because it wasn't set up to be that way. And the whole reason for the murder and the girl going missing just seemed crazy. But I guess there are crazy people out there that would do something like this. I don't know. So today I read 195 pages to finish that book. We're about to go see the Michael Jackson movie that everybody's raving about. And I think I might have time to start Brooke's new book when we get back. Maybe just a chapter or two. I'll let you guys know tomorrow morning, but I'll probably just put my final page count on the screen right here. I think it's going to still be 195 because I'm pretty tired. We had quite a morning. We were up and moving and biking all over Amsterdam. So your girl's exhausted, but then obviously I recovered by reading the rest of the afternoon. It was the perfect, cozy, rainy day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay guys, I did start Phoebe Berman's Going to Lose It early this morning, and I am now on page 38. I've read 3 chapters, and I really like it so far. It's witty. I love Phoebe's character, loving her friend group. This book could be a 5-star read. I don't think I'm going to finish it in this video. I know I'm not going to finish it in this video, but I am going to vlog the whole thing. So that will probably be up within the next week or 2. I'll see if I can read another few chapters tonight, and I'll let you guys know my total page count for today. And then tomorrow, I will add up all of the pages I've read this week and let you guys know. I don't think I read that much this week. No, I finished at least 2 books. So that's pretty damn good in my opinion. I just haven't been listening to audiobooks lately, and I feel like whenever I film these videos in the past, I would finish more books because I would listen to audiobooks, but I have not been in my audiobook era lately. So when I'm doing stuff around the house, like, I'm just not listening to anything. Just alone with my thoughts. Should I read the summary of this book? Or just a blurb? How about that? Meet Phoebe Berman. Despite being a hopeless romantic, she's about to be a 30-year-old virgin. With 1 month before her milestone birthday, she's determined to finally lose it if her own anxiety doesn't slow her down. Bye! Like you guys saw, I did not end up reading that much more of Phoebe Berman's Going to Lose It. I think I read 1 more chapter. I am really enjoying it though, but I want to film a separate reading vlog. That's why I didn't pick it up again, because I was still working and wrapping this video up. Otherwise, I would have sat down and binged this because I'm so excited to see where this goes. But more on that in next week's reading vlog. It's officially been a week since I started filming this video, so it's time to update you guys with my final page count. This week, I read a total of 819 pages. Pretty good. I finished 2 books in this video, The Score and It's Not Her. I also DNF'd Behind Closed Doors. I'm never going back to that book. You heard it here first. And then of course, I started Phoebe Berman's Going to Lose It. My most read day was Friday, and I also had high page count numbers on Saturday and Sunday, as well as Thursday. So really, at the end of my week, when things start to settle down, it's when I pick up my Kindle, pick up my book more, and start reading. I do look forward to a really chill weekend because my favorite thing to do is just sit on the couch and read. I did not listen to any audiobooks this week, like I said yesterday. I just haven't been in the mood to listen to anything. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it was fun to see a regular person read for a week. I post a bookish video once a week, and I hope you guys will subscribe and stick around. See ya!
We've come so far.